usually don't share any secrets. Suddenly you're an open book. When I struggle to find the words, you get me completely. It's like I've known you forever, so I wonder, do you feel it too? Magic between me and you, the way that you make me feel. You wonder if I feel the same, the blood's rushing through your veins. And then when I say your name, bet I'm everything you see. Bet I'm everything you need. We're high on this feeling, don't wanna come down, just go on.
Well, good morning. Turn the monitor down. Welcome to Ask the Wizard almost daily for July 20th. How are y'all doing today? Share. We're all in this together. Geometryxs is the name that I've given, I guess you would say, my version of the 10 Commandments. These, it's a collection of charts and maps. It's really a really good example, a really good definition for it. Because you see, the thing with the map is, if you have a map of a particular terrain that you're trying to navigate, then you don't have to memorize everything that's out in this terrain you're trying to navigate, because you've got the map. And if you understand the map and how it works, then you can use the map to map out your course through wherever you're wanting to get through, or to create whatever you're wanting to create, or to manage whatever you want to manage. I remember I was teaching in Lethbridge, Alberta, Canada. At the end of the workshop, there was a student there. He had really learned. A lot of it was self-taught. And at the end of the workshop, I kind of just sort of have open discussion. And he said, hello. I'm really frustrated. So if I can see you're watching me all the time, so if you want to shout out or say hey or anything like that, that'd be really cool. And he said, well, I feel kind of frustrated. And I said, oh, okay, because? And he says, you've taken this weekend and these charts or maps that I shared, and basically taking the last 24 years of my life that I've studied and put it into these maps. And he was being facetious, of course, about the frustration part, but it was the commentary on how, and these aren't my maps. They really are kind of, like I said, my version of the 10 Commandments. I received them in a very literal way from non-physical, from source. And it's really powerful. They're very powerful. They're very practical. And we're actually going to use one today, or some of the components of it, with Mr. Flipchart. It's been a while since I've had Mr. Flipchart on the show. He's right there. But we'll bring him in and he'll help us deliver the message or the topic today. So I'm going to let you just kind of sit back, relax. We'll let a little music play. I'm going to turn on the 5-minute timer right like that. And we're oh, hey, Tasha, how you doing? So in 5 minutes, I'll just let you sit back, relax, listen to a bit of music, and then in 5 minutes, we'll bring on Mr. Flipchart and go into the teaching topic. All right, be back in a sec. And if you do have any questions or comments or topics you would like me to sort of share what I know about them, given the principles and whatnot of Geometryxs, be sure to do so. Shoot me a message. You can go to the website, healingcenter.ca, HEALINGCENTER.ca, and there's a spot there where you can also submit a question or a wondering or a frustration, or maybe something you're looking for clarification for, or just something you think it would be interesting to discuss on the show. All right, guys, be back. Okay. This map, and I received like the initial set, I guess you would say, in 2009, right about this time. So 13 years ago. And they've sort of the initial library, and it's been added on and added on and added on ever since. This was one of the early ones. And it really helped me resolve, or as I say in the show notes, reconcile the conflict. Let me turn this down. Between what I'm visualizing and imagining, desiring on the inside, and then what I see here in the physical. And I mean, one of the principles is your dream, your desire that you're living, visualizing, feeling on the inside. You assume or you choose that to be true, but then here's what kind of really screws that up is, okay, I'm assuming this to be true, got my eyes closed, doing my kind of thing. And then as soon as I open my eyes, I look at this stark contrast out here. And then what your mind tells you is, well, what the hell are you doing? Here you're pretending that this new desired experience or new flavoring in your external experience is true, is here now, all that kind of stuff, but it's not. Right? I mean, that's one of the things, one of the principles, and it's not just mine, this is like across the board. When you're manifesting, is you're creating that experience, living that truth, your new desired truth right now. But then you do that, but you look out here and there's a direct contrast, and you go, well, but I'm not. I'm saying I am, but I'm not. So here's this massive chasm and contrast between what you're choosing to believe to be true and what you know, at least right now, isn't out here. So we're going to use Mr. Flip Chart to help us understand that. And I'm going to share with you a really powerful technique that I use, except when I don't, all right? Believe me, we're all students in this. To help understand it and then help resolve that contrast that you feel. And then ironically, actually helps expedite the change that you're looking for. So let's bring in Mr. Flip Chart here and see how he works. Okay. Haven't used Mr. Flip Chart for a while, but he seems to be cooperating. So here we go. All right. This is you. Hold on. This is you. I call it your I am, your soul, your spirit, your higher self, whatever label you wish to use. This is your external world. So what's your external world? It's the aspect of this present moment that you experience with your five senses. It's the world out there, right? This is your internal world. And what is that? Your thoughts. So as I was saying, let's just change the color. So what I was saying was this here, this is where you're visualizing and feeling it, and it feels so good, and this is my truth, and I'm living it now, and all that kind of stuff. And then what happens is you open your eyes, and you see this. And it is hugely in direct contrast to what you've been choosing to be true. And then kind of what your mind says is essentially that you're just fooling yourself. You're just deluding yourself in imagining that this is true. But you look at this, it's not. What do you do with that, right? Well, I don't want to go there or not. No, we're going to skip to just the important parts. So what you're feeling when you feel that angst in your body, or all those sensations that are not pleasurable, when you have now identified this contrast, and that's what you're feeling. So when you feel, I don't know, discouraged or crestfallen or disappointed or this will never work, all that kind of stuff, forget about the descriptions of it. The sensations you feel in your body don't feel good. So when you were here visualizing, ooh, that felt really good. And then you open your eyes kind of thing. You're done your visualizing meditation session. And then you feel something that's not good at all. What's happening? You're feeling the contrast between these two, right? And where are you feeling this contrast? You're feeling it in your body. So what you're feeling, the contrast, that's a good word for it. There's other words we can use, but we'll work that one. You're feeling the contrast in your body between what you want and what you're currently seeing. See, there's a difference. So you could call it a vibrational difference. So there's a vibration here and a vibration here, and what you're experiencing is, hold on. What you're experiencing is that difference, that contrast. So, okay, so now, even though your mind's going to be telling you you're crazy, it'll never work, all that kind of stuff, what you want to focus on is the contrast, because that's the issue. The only reason that you're not visualizing and seeing it whoosh, right, come out on your physical experience is that difference or that contrast. Okay? So then what do we want to do? Where do we need to resolve this or reconcile it? Well, you sure as hell isn't going to do it up here because your mind's already fighting you. Where are you going to do it? Oh, where's the button here? You're going to do it here. So what you're going to do when you feel that is your prime focus is now resolving or relieving the contrast that you feel in your body between this and between this. Because the only reason that this isn't flowing effortlessly into here is because, I'm going to get rid of some of this. And again, because I'm just making up things here, the vibrational set point for this is here. No, let's do it different. The vibrational set point you're choosing is here, and what you're seeing is here. And there is your contrast. Now, this is where, if you have any type of a healing practice, you've got some powerful tools there right away. Because what you're going to do is wherever you feel that tension, because that's what you're feeling in your body, you're feeling that tension from the contrast, right? Treat it. Treat the tension, right? TTT, treat the tension. Wherever you feel it, wherever you feel the uncomfortableness, you probably will feel something in your heart or maybe your stomach, so your solar plexus chakra or your heart chakra. Treat it, right? But let's say you don't have a healing practice or anything like that. That's fine. This is something that is deceptively simple, yet profoundly powerful. And it's going to resolve a bunch of things as it relates to this all at once. What I want you to do is speak to, if I can use that word, not your external world, not the visualization that you've created that you want to see manifest in your external world, but you're going to speak to the contrast in your body. And what you're going to say, you can play around with the words, but I'll explain why I choose these. What you're going to say is, I make peace with you. Okay, so let's break that down. You, right? So where's hold on, we'll just go back. What part is that? That's this one. Your soul, your spirit, your higher self, right? Now, notice how I said, I make peace with you. You're not asking for it. You're not even commanding it. You're not asking it to do anything different. You're saying, I make, I create. I am the one that's doing this. I don't require permission. I don't require conditions to change. I don't require anything. I make peace. What is peace? Peace is resolving this contrast, right? That's what you're doing. You don't have to do anything more here and anything more here, generally speaking. The issue is now resolving that contrast that you feel in your body. So I make peace. Peace is resolving this. Peace is that relief is another good word for it, right? With, together, right? You're not exorcise the demons. You're making peace with. What are you making peace with? Not this. And this is what trips us up a lot. We go, so if I'm making peace with what is, that means I'm making peace with this external aspect of my experience that I don't want. It's the whole thing I'm trying to change. So you're telling me I'm supposed to make peace with this? Absolutely not. The you that you're making peace with is the conflict you feel in the body or the contrast between the two. So when you say, I make peace with you, I, your soul, your spirit, make, it's like your power word. Peace, right? With, you're not trying to, again, obliterate it or kill it dead or anything. You're coming together with it. You, what's the you? The you is the contrast that you feel in your body. And that's your mantra. You say that over and over and over again. And as you do that, slowly but surely, you're resolving this contrast. As you resolve the contrast, boy, I got a heck of a mess here. As you resolve the contrast, this chasm gets smaller and smaller. So now, whoops, come here. There we go. So it used to be here, right? And now it's here. And now it's here. And now it's here. See, it's moving up, right? And as soon as it gets to there is no contrast. And this effortlessly moves through into there. Simple. Remember, simple does not mean easy by any stretch of the imagination. But when you consistently do this, it's a very, very powerful tool that you can use to navigate your way through into seeing what you desire on the inside show up on the outside. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Share, share, share. We're all in this together. Cool. We'll see you on the web.